Today is a special day because we are having the speech contest in our club. So let's start this with a special clap in a special rhythm like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So please join me. 1, 2. Fantastic. Speech contests play a vital role in improving the communication skill for the speakers as well as for the listeners. How? For the speaker, it gives the opportunity to express himself and it improves his self-confidence, the way he is expressing his ideas as well as to speak on their own feet. For the listeners, is give opportunity to observe different speakers as well as their vocal variety, how they are speaking, their body language. Believe me, this is going to improve your speaking skills in the next level. I am the Chief Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Ravikant Gawade. Welcome all of you in speech contest. I would like to tell you that our club mission. This club provides a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, which resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. To maintain the decorum of the contest, I would like to tell you some basic rules. Okay. There is no photography is allowed during the contest. Number 1. Number 2. I request everyone to keep their mobile phone in a silent mode. Next, I request all the contestants to please refrain give the references of the political, sex, or any specific. Then I request all the audience do not roam or chit-chat during the contest. There is a mouth-watering energy booster snacks are going to provide in the breaks. To take breaks and as well as use this time for your networking. The washroom are in the corner of the corridor if you want to use it. Please do not move whenever the contest is going on. So now please help me to welcome the contest chair Toastmaster Santosh Kumar Singh. Welcome.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ravikant. I think a warm welcome to all of you for the 335th chapter meeting of Walker Toastmaster Club, as well as club contest of Walker Toastmaster of this year 2025. Warm welcome again to all the guests and all the Toastmasters, presiding officer, fellow Toastmasters, and distinguished guests. The purpose of the speech contest is the international speech contest is the only contest that provides an opportunity that goes beyond the district to region, quarter-final, semi-final, and all the ways of a final speaking championship of world. The purpose of the speech contest is to provide an opportunity for the speakers to improve their speaking abilities, to recognize individual Toastmasters as an encouragement to all, and also to improve or provide an opportunity to all the Toastmasters to learn from the speakers from their Toastmasters training. Today, we are embarking this journey of club contest, and we have 5 contestants for ISC. I confirm all the contestants are eligible and have been briefed by the rules, timings and the display of timing signals. The Chief Judge has confirmed the contest officials have been briefed. Each contestant will deliver the speech within the time limit of 5 to 7 minutes. After each contestant has spoken, there would be a 1-minute silence for the judges to mark their ballots. After the last contestant has spoken, there would be 3-minute silence where the judges would be finalizing the ballots and would hand over the ballots to the tally counters. The speaking order was determined by random selection during the briefing, which has been shared with contest officials. As mentioned by Sergeant at Arms, may I remind you to keep your mobile phone either switch off or put it on silent mode. Chief Judge T.M. Sachin, please confirm all the contest officials are in the room and we may begin the contest.
Yes, all the contest officials are in the room. We can begin the contest.
Thank you. So I am beginning the ISC contest. So the contestant number 1 is Toastmaster Sandeep Dharampurkar. Toastmaster Sandeep Dharampurkar, can you please come over the stage? Toastmaster Sandeep, your speech title is Fill Your Jug. Fill Your Jug, Toastmaster Sandeep. Before you proceed, Toastmaster Sandeep, I want to confirm whether you can see the timer's card perfectly from here. And if you can say yes to all the backwards so that they are clear with your voice.
Hello everyone.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sandeep. You may proceed.
Raise your hands if you support others, love others through difficult situations in their challenging times. Hope you all do. We should. That's not my question for today. My question is whether you love yourself, support yourself through the situations that you are in, difficult and challenging situations. In the name of loving others, we neglect ourselves. You can argue it, but when you are going to help other people, when you neglect ourselves in doing that, sometimes you deviate from your path of progress and growth. You must be saying, "Oh Sandeep, you selfish boy." And maybe I'm being selfish, I'll tell you. But whenever you're in flights, you must have heard the announcement. We are all told that put on the mask, oxygen mask on your mouth before you assist others. Is that selfish? No, it's not. It's something if you won't do, you may collapse and you won't be able to help others. Bhagavan Buddha said, you yourself in the entire world deserve your love and affection. Let me tell you the story. Recently, there is a company, couple of days back, technical or some VFX animation companies has laid off their more than 3,000 employees. And my friend was one of them, unfortunate for him. He lost his job. He was working with that company for last 6 years. Apparently he was upset. He was disappointed. After working so many hours, he was laid off. He lost his job. He spent day and night in work, pleasing their managers, their assignments, completing. He gave his heart and soul to his company. He burned the midnight oil, working long hours. And when the moment came when he lost his job, he was shattered. He lost his confidence. Why? Because in that entire period, he neglected himself, very on himself. He did not work on his own skill set. While pleasing their manager, he forgot to improve his communication and leadership skills. I am not against working hard, let me tell you. I work hard. Today I was working on the production system, tomorrow as well on the weekend. That's a different story. But what I am saying, things will go on with your corporate, whether you please your managers, please your corporate people or your family, but you have to think about your own self too. I'm not against others. I just want you to focus on yourself too. It's too, not only you. Okay, so let me tell you one other thing. So if I'm talking to my kids, I'm saying that, kid, you have to improve your communication skills. When I am trying to improve my own communication skills, okay, it shouldn't be like I'm telling you all not to eat dessert when I'm alone eating my dessert. It wouldn't be fair with you all, right? So, why you have joined Toastmasters? Why all of you are here? Somebody forced you to be here? Anyone forced you to be here? No, right? You came by your own to improve yourself, by yourself. Okay, so what to do? Enough of talking me about this, but what to do? What action points you can take out of this communication or conversation? That 3 points I tell you. Self-introspection. Ask yourself few questions. Put out a plan about yourself. Where do you want to see in a long term? What version of yourself you want to see in the future? Set long term and short term goals. Second, make an action plan out of that outcome when you are done with the self-introspection. Create an action plan, follow with yourself, maybe fortnightly, monthly. Perform that at the ground. And then whenever you have the small wins, celebrate it. When you have the losses, we are challenging time, appreciate for your trial. Encourage yourself. Ultimately, what I'm trying to say is, your heart is jug. This very much what you see here. You can nothing pour out of your jug if it is empty. Can I give you water out of this empty jug? No. So you have to fill your own jug before you pour others people jug. Over to you, contest.
Thank Thank you, Mr. We shall observe a minute silence for the judges to mark their minutes. Timer, please note down the time. Thank you. Okay, so now contestant number 2. So one. Will connect to it. Now we'll proceed with contestant number 2, Toastmaster Puneet Hadani. I would like to call him over the stage. Toastmaster Puneet, the speech title is "What do I do last Sunday?" What did I do last Sunday, Toastmaster Puneet? Before that, please let us know that you are audible and visible.
I'm audible to last corner. How many of you have a holiday on a Sunday? Most of. Now imagine what happened if Sunday is a no holiday and no holiday on a weekend. Good evening, my dear Toastmaster, dear guests and special judges. On a Sunday, I wake up around 9 a.m. I said to myself, oh, it's Sunday, let's have a hustle and bustle, fun, lots of sleep and variety of dishes. With that thought, I entered in my hall, but what I saw, my wife is preparing a tiffin for me. I saw. I asked to my wife, why you are making a tiffin for me? It's a Sunday, holiday today. She came with a very cute smile and pulled my cheeks. Mr. Puneet Babu, yes, today is a Sunday, but you forgot what you did do on a last Sunday, and for that punishment you have to go. I want to wind up that things and I immediately changed the question. Where are the kids now? She smiled and said that they both went to their extra classes as the punishment of last Sunday. And suddenly my mom, Lady Dawn, come to the room and asked me and put a ghee on a fire and asked me, Puneet, it's 9:30, still you are not ready for your office. I asked anything before she said that. You know, right, what you did do on the last Sunday and your punishment? I thought and I realized. I apologized for that my mistakes and I asked both of the Lady Dawn to forgive me. But those are Lady Dawn and more than Lord too at that time. They did not forgive me. And with a very sad, I have to start my office. And when I start, my phone rang. My friend called me. Hey Puneet, what's your plan on Sunday? I told, Sunday? What Sunday? What Sunday? Both of the Lady Dawn ruined my Sunday. And I started my office. When I finish my office and return back to my home, there is a no 1% energy in my body. I think about my mistakes. Now, do you want to know what I did on that last Sunday? Let me open the surprise. On that last Sunday morning, my family and my friends were at my house. We are playing games, making so much noise, chaos, and I am ordering variety of dishes, cup of tea, glass of water to my wife since morning. After some time, my wife told to my kids to help her, but they told, Mom, we work hard on Monday to Friday, Saturday. We want to chill now, so do your work. She asked me to. I refused it. She was angry at that time, but she finished her work and still I am asking for a cup of tea, glass of water again and again with the variety of dishes. Fortunately, the day was over. And as a part of routine, we all family members sit on a main room and discussing about the stuffs. I started the conversion. What a nice Sunday after a 6 days of hard working. It's my right to have this kind of Sunday with the full of energy, playing games and family members. My wife was angry. It's rights? It's only your rights? I said to her, yes, it's my rights. And what about me? I told her, what you are doing? After 9 a.m., when I went for the office, you were chill until I not come back till 9 p.m. You have so much rest time. She said, oh, it's really? I said that, yes, we are working hard. We have lots of pressure in our office. We have lots of meetings, deadlines. Apart from that, when we travel, there are lots of noise of traffic, pollution. We all suffered of that. That's why we need a break. We deserve for the holiday. She was angry and stand up and go away. She went up, come up with the calendar and told me, let's do one exercise today. Next 4 Sunday is a holiday for everyone. But you all have to go either office or to your school. And after 4 months, we will decide Sunday holiday is required for the housewife or not. I think on that. I realized that whatever I did, that is a mistake. I came to my house. I apologized from my heart. I sorry to her and help her on the cooking and household activities. She was happy and I promised her, now onwards, I am going to help her and any of the housewife to their household activities. To conclude with this, the simple things, the housewife or a working woman, they are wake up before us. They went for a sleep after us. They are going to take care so many small things which we are not aware and make our home as a good house. So please value of their housework and the things as of now we all are living in an active family. In the past, when we were a kid, we lived in a joint family. So at that time there are 3 to 4 ladies and they distribute their work. But now in a single family, this is the only one person who take a burdens of all the things. So don't decide to help any housewife in their household activities. It's back to you, contestant.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pune. I think tomorrow is Sunday, so I would be taking your advice and I would be helping my housewife. Thank you. Yeah, please settle it down. So we shall now observe 1 minute silence again for the judges to mark their ballots. Timer, please note down the time. So now the turn is of contestant number 3, Toastmaster Archana Jalan. I would request Toastmaster Archana to come over here stage. Toastmaster Archana, your speech title is The Midas Touch. The Midas Touch, Toastmaster Archana. Before you start, please let us know that you are audible and visible.
Hello everybody, am I audible behind? Mr. Contest Chair, fellow Toastmasters, most distinguished guests, good evening to you all.
Good evening.
A year back, I was in a cab, traveling from Pune to Mumbai in a rush to catch a flight to London. As I reached the airport, I gave my passport to the military officer at the terminal. He said, "Ticket? Ticket? Oh my goodness, I forgot my mobile phone in the cab." The military officer quickly gave me his phone. I called up my number. It kept ringing. The cab driver did not answer my phone. The military officer suggested that I go to the Vistara counter and get a printout of the ticket. At the Vistara counter, "Madam, we don't see your name on our website. You must have booked your ticket on makemytrip.com or booking.com. I suggest you go and check your email." I quickly went to the internet cafe, sat on the kiosk and typed ashwinajalan@yahoo.com. Password? Password? My mind went blank. I am used to selecting the envelope icon on my smartphone. Technology today, is it a curse or a blessing? At that moment I felt that I have donated my brain to technology. I went back to the Vistara counter and convinced them that please you need to give me a printout of the ticket. After a lot of convincing, finally I had a printout of my ticket. But then there was a new problem. Hunger. It had been 5 hours since I had left home. And so, confidently I went to the airport lounge, gave my card. Thankfully I had not forgotten my purse in the cab. At the counter, the person said, "Madam, pin." Archana, you can make a wild guess. I had saved that 4-digit pin on my smartphone. At that moment, I felt like I am King Midas, who had the blessing of a golden touch. It had turned out to be a curse too. King Midas had everything in his life, but could not eat. I could see the spread of food in that lounge, but I couldn't remember those 4-digit pin. I paid for my food by the old method with Gandhiji picture on it. Gandhiji used to say, "Your future depends on what you do in the present." Well, today's present reality is that I am a prisoner of my smartphone. And therefore, dear friends, it is also called a cell phone. I sat on the flight. After 8 hours, when I reached London, my son looks at me in a shock. "Mom, thank God you're safe." "Mom, but why aren't you answering your phone? It has been 14 hours since you have been switched off your phone." "Mom, how can you be so irresponsible? We thought that you have met with an accident on Mumbai-Pune Express Highway." "Sorry, son. I lost my phone." "So, you could have borrowed a phone from some other passenger and called us up, na?" "But son, I didn't recollect any phone numbers." On that trip, every time we went out in London, my son would take a pen and write his phone number on my hand in bold, just in case I get lost use my phone or forget my classes. When I came back to India, the first thing I did was to buy a phone book on which I wrote all the important numbers and kept it in my bag. The second thing I did was to rehabilitate my brain, which was in the clutches of a smartphone and the smart devices that we have. I call that smartphone now the Midas touch. Today, it's a known fact that when we use our fingers, it elevates our nervous system as well as improves our memory. It reduces stress and depression. And so I have begun using paper and pen every time I need to do an assignment or even write speeches. Dear friends, our ancestors had stopped using their tails, and so it's become a vestigial organ. Imagine what would happen to our brain if we let artificial intelligence do all the thinking and remembering for us. Our smartphones and smart devices are nothing but the Midas touch. The Midas touch, which is very difficult, very magical, as well as it's extremely addictive. Don't you think? It is so powerful. And so I leave you with a question. Are you in control of your Midas touch, or the Midas touch is in control of you? Back to you.
Thank you so much, Archana. I think again this question will lie in our mind after moving out from this contest. We know that we all of you are in the verge of losing our brain to the AI or the other technologies which we are addicted to it. So I think the message is very clear to all of us to make sure that we are not dependent on the AI. Thank you. So now we will move to the last and the final contestant. Contestant number 4, Toastmaster Varghese. I would like to call upon Toastmaster Varghese to come on the stage. Toastmaster Varghese, your speech title is The Last Kiss. The Last Kiss, Toastmaster Varghese. Before you start, please let us know that you are audible and visible.
Am I audible? Can you hear me?
Thank you.
How many of you still have your parents living with you? That's great. Others, when was the last time you visited your parents? Do you remember? That's great. Do you still show physical affection to your parents? Great. Those who did not shake your hand, head or hand, do you remember when did you last kiss your father or hug him? Contest chair, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. 16 years back, I got married and entered a family with totally different culture and tradition. In her family, everyone greet each other with a warm hug and a cheek-to-cheek kisses. Being an introvert, I really felt difficult and to adopt that culture and practice. I remember feeling awkward and unsure how to respond in such situations. 15 years down the time, still my 2 younger brother-in-laws tease me whenever I arrive and whenever I leave because of this. Some of you can connect. One day, my wife's maternal grandfather was telling to his 36 grandchildren, kids, kiss me when I am alive, not when I am dead. Do you know why? In Christian community, when a person dies, before the rituals, the family members, the close family members, kiss on his forehead before the burial. His words actually stuck with me. I reflected on it. And I realized the value of physical affection. You know, 6 and 60 are same. At the age of 6, kids want their parents and grandparents to hug them and kiss them. At the age of 60, parents and grandparents want their children and grandchildren to hug them and kiss them. 2021 arrived with the irreparable loss. Grandfather passed away. And COVID-19 did not allow us to do the last ritual of kissing on forehead. When I stood at his funeral, I was helpless, but had a regret in my mind. I didn't take an effort to kiss him when he was alive. Now, because of COVID, neither I can say goodbye to him. Year passed, took an effort to learn the physical affection, but I was not successful. But in the busy of the professional and personal life, I missed to visit my family and parents occasionally. But life gave a U-turn in 2022 when my mother was admitted in a hospital for critical brain surgery. All my sisters and I spent 3 weeks in front of an ICU waiting to hear a positive news. Weeks passed. Fortunately, she started gaining memories. One side of her body was paralyzed, but she was still able to recognize people. When she was brought back to the hospital room, and when it was time for me to leave back to Pune, I went and kissed on her forehead. I saw tears in her eyes. With that experience, I started visiting every month to see her, and whenever I started leaving, I started giving a kiss on her forehead. We lost her within a year. At that time, when I was standing at her funeral, again, the grandfather's words were echoing in my mind. But this time, I had no regret, because I had shown the physical affection when she was still alive. Now, my message to all Toastmasters are, if your parents are still with you, take a conscious effort to find some time to visit them. Hug them, kiss them. It's not only a ritual or a tradition. It's actually a way of showing respect, love, and gratitude. It makes them feel valued and cherished. Time will pass. Let your last kiss not be on their funeral. Take a conscious effort to love them, hug them, and kiss them when they are with you. Let's not be late and never. Over to you,
So there would be, so before moving to other, there is a change. There were 5 contestants earlier, but one of the contestants could not come on time. So Toastmaster Dinesh Chaudhary would not be participating in this contest. So here we can have a 3-minute silence for the judges to mark their ballots, and they can hand over the ballots. So for the last speech, the third speech, we do not have 1 minute for marking the ballots. So now, timer, you can take 4 minutes for the judges to mark their ballots, and they can hand over the ballots to the telecounters, and then we'll start. Thank you.
So speech and smile, long view.
Since we have all the contestants have delivered their speeches, and meanwhile Chief Judge is marking the ballots.
Anyone wants a voter, just we have keeping the desk, so you can self-service yourself. You can ask someone, so they can pass to you.
Okay. So I hope Chief. So meanwhile, can we facilitate with
Yes. We can facilitate the certificate.
Okay. So meanwhile, Chief Judge is taking 1 more minute. We will start with our sharing the certificate of participation. So for that, I would like to call all the contestants on the stage in the sequence. So Toastmaster Sandeep, experience of club contest of the first opening speech?
He is participating in this contest. Cannot enter into this.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Contestant number 2, Toastmaster Puneet Hadani. Please come over the stage. Contestant number 3, Toastmaster Archana Jalan. And the last contestant number 4, Toastmaster Varghese. Thank you. Thank you all the contestants. Wish you all the best. So we'll just wait for our chief judge for 1 more minute. Meanwhile, before moving to the next session, we will have 15 minutes break where you can have a refreshment. So that is there or you have to go? We are here right now?
Yes.
In India.
So just don't go to the.
We have time. Last minute.
Just ask.
Okay, Ravi, sorry. So there is a change again. So we will finish it off our the second session also, table topic, and then we will have a refreshment. So we'll just, if you want, 2 minutes break. You can just have a bio break and you can come back. Meanwhile, chief judge is arriving. Yeah.
Just don't sit on the center part of the corridor.